Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So of course, as you can tell from the title, it's a trying some new makeup products video. I have 3 luxury items. I have some products from the new Melt lip product launch, Chanel Quad from the Bouton, I think that's how you pronounce it, collection, and then the 2 powders from Dior. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to try out, so I purchased both. Okay, if you are new here, hi, hello, I give you an extra warm welcome. I feel these brands are brands that I cover pretty often on my channel. So if you enjoy the brands that I mentioned, I think you would absolutely enjoy my channel. So make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a video. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate all of you. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, my lovelies, you can see half of my face is done. I went into the L'Oreal Skin Ink shade 140, RMS, the newest concealer, WN011. I've been loving that, by the way. Victoria Beckham Contour and Travertine, Dior bronzer slash contour. Just depends on the shade. I have shade number 2, which is more of a bronzer. It just has warm undertones. And the cream stick blush from Dior, and this is in Cherry, the pretty red one. And that's it. That's all I have on my face because we're gonna go over the 2 new powders. So we have the Nude Radiant Filter and the Nude Matte Filter. The Radiant only comes in a translucent shade. I kind of wish there was more to choose from. And then the matte, I believe there's 5 or 6 different shades. I chose shade 02 Light. I always go 1 or 2 shades lighter than my skin tone when it comes to pressed powder. I don't know why, I just do. So I'm gonna use the matte one. Am I gonna use it to set my under eyes? I'll use the matte to set the under eyes and the T-zone, and I'll use the Radiant for the rest of my face. These I purchased from the Dior website. I had been checking and checking and checking, and of course the one day that I don't check, I see that they're available because somebody else posted it. $52 is what they both retail for. I did add a blush to my order, but it was canceled. I received a separate email. For some reason, just from glancing at it, I thought it was letting me know that it shipped in a different box. But no. It was letting me know that the particular product was taken out of my order. I wasn't charged because when I placed my order, the shade, was it Orchid? The nude one. I cannot remember the name. It was sold out. So yeah, weird. By the time I noticed, I contacted customer service. I didn't realize that they didn't charge me for the blush. So I asked, hey, what's going on? This was canceled. I did not receive it in my order. The money was taken out of my account. I'm on the website now and it says that it's available. I'm just wondering what happened. Well, they informed me that no, they did not take the money out of my account. And for whatever reason, when I placed my order, the shade of blush that I had picked was sold out. So I did have to place a separate order of just the blush. And I'm waiting for that to come in, and it probably won't come in until Monday. I have these powders. I have the Chanel Quad. I have the Melt lipsticks. I decided just to go ahead and film with this. And then I think Monday is when Natasha Denona new foundation, it will be available. So I think I'm just going to order that, and I'll include the foundation and the Dior blush in the same video. Okay, so here it is. It has a 12-month shelf life, and it was made in Italia. So both the components look exactly the same. I kind of wish they were different because now I have to look in the back to see which one is matte and which one is the luminous one. Yeah, but here it is. And this is like a light bone cream tone. I do enjoy it. It's like that squishy material. Very pretty. And here is shade 02 Light. My kids are being very loud. Oh, that feels very soft. And it does have that typical Dior scent. So if you don't like it, okay. It feels very soft, so we'll see. We'll see. how it performs. Okay, I'm just setting my under eyes. A little bit of setting spray. I'm using the ColourPop. I'm almost done with that, so I'm gonna use my Tati and the embossment. I don't know if you could see, it's pretty much almost gone. Well, not almost gone, but did create a little bit of a dent on it just from swatching. Okay, so this might have more pigment than I enjoy under my eyes, but let's use it and see. The last pressed powder I purchased was the Fenty, and I've really been enjoying that one for my under eyes. So we'll see. I will show you the only other powder that I own from Dior. I don't enjoy that one. Okay. You hear my kids? Apologies. Okay. I don't think it darkened up my under eyes. I don't know. You tell me. I guess I'll see once I look back at the footage. But I would say it definitely softened up my under eyes. It looks very, very soft under there. Good to know. I didn't even look at the claims. It's first setting powder with a luminous matte finish, offering morning to night shine control. We will see. And an instant blurring effect. I see the blurring effect. Weightless formula, perfectly blending with the skin. It sets and enhances for 24 hours. Okay, yeah, I would definitely say it's blurring. All right, this is my Sonia G Inoki Pro, and I'm gonna use this for my T-zone. I'm just lightly tapping the brush. Okay, I don't feel it's darkening up my foundation, so that's good because the other I think it's the cushion powder. Oh, I also have the one from the Backstage line. I totally forgot about that, but I use that more as a finishing powder. It's pretty glowy, but not too glowy. I should compare that one with this new glowy one. It's unfortunately no longer available, but I feel like it was a favorite for a lot of people. Let me show you the T-zone because I think it looks good. And I need to go and tell my kids to zip it. Okay, yeah, I would definitely say it 100% for sure is blurring. I'll have to let you know if it did hold my oils in place. Okay, now for the Nude Radiant filter. This one also has a 12-month shelf life and also made in Italia, and they're the same. I kind of wish they would have changed something up. Maybe the stitching, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty much the same component. And this one is the translucent, but it looks white in the pan. Let me see if I can catch it. You can see the luminosity. I hope you can see. So I want to say it kind of is scary when you first look at it because you think, wait, did I get a highlighter? But let's see if it looks luminous. I should probably swatch this. Still have the other swatch a tiny bit. So let me, okay, so this one feels a tiny bit more hard pressed than the other one. I want to say it doesn't feel as soft, but it feels a lot lighter. Very airy, like you can barely see the swatch. Okay, but I can't see any luminosity. Let me see if I can. Yeah, no, like as soon as I rub my finger, it almost just sinks right into the skin. Okay, so I might be able to use this under the eyes. Probably if you are looking for a tiny bit of coverage on top of your base, the matte. And it's supposed to be a luminous matte finish. This is a NARS. I'm pretty sure it's described as a bronzer brush, but it's so big that I actually use this as a powder brush. Okay, picked up quite a bit. You know what this texture is reminding me of? A tiny bit of the Pat McGrath. Also, when I blend it on the back of my hand, it's reminding me of the Pat McGrath. And it also has that Dior set. I feel like it's a little bit more strong with the matte one than this one. Okay, do I see luminosity? Not too much. Okay. I thought maybe it would be close to the one from Hourglass, but I don't think it is. I think it's... Wow, that's very pretty. Okay, so right now, this one I'm enjoying a tiny bit more than the matte. That looks beautiful. I do feel like it lightened up my base a tiny bit, right? Okay, let's see. The first blurring setting powder with a translucent radiant finish and ultra fine pearlescent pigments. It sets, blurs, and brightens foundation to last all day. Okay, so it does brighten up the foundation. Skin is also hydrated thanks to its formula infused with hyaluronic acid. Okay, definitely do feel like it did lighten up my base just the slightest amount. So what does that tell me? That I might be able to use this as a under eye powder. I enjoy the Huda, the pressed one. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy it because it does have a tiny bit of sheen to it, but for me personally, it worked. Okay. I was a little hesitant about these powders, not because I feel like Dior definitely does a really good job when it comes to base products, but because I did not enjoy the cushion loose powder, I was like, okay, maybe I won't like these either. But both of them, the translucent luminous one has impressed me a tiny bit more. Okay, that looks beautiful. I enjoy that. I think my base looks perfect. Okay, so I went ahead and added some eye primer. I went into the Moira Cosmetics eye base. Now we're going to talk about this Chanel 219 Bouton Couture. I think that's the name of the actual color story, but it's the Le Quatre. I think so. Un, deux, trois, quatre. Yeah. Ombre Bouton. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce bouton in Spanish. Boton is button in English. If I'm butchering it, apologies. So 4 different colorways. The one that I got is the boring one. It's pretty much the all brown one. Now they all looked pretty, but the last eyeshadow palette, 387 Utopia, that I purchased, I haven't touched it, I think, since I did the reviews. It's a beautiful color story, and what's her name? Is it Lily? The one from Australia. She's the one that convinced me I needed this. And when I saw this launch, I thought to myself, that's so pretty. That's very beautiful. The color stories are interesting. Not 100% different than what they have done in the past, but it definitely caught my eye. I just wasn't sure if I was going to pick anything up. And then I saw Dania B. Wells' video and she used this one. And I thought, okay. She just convinced me that I actually do want it like I originally thought I did. Okay, so these are pretty pricey, okay? $80 something. I'm on the Chanel website, and when you click onto this collection, it's just the website itself is crazy. They overdid it. Okay, so $86 for this quad, but not as insane as $250. If you know, you know. I did already do a little close-up of this. 18-month shelf life, made in Italia, and I will say that I love that they changed the embossing on the little pouch. That's actually so cute. I usually don't keep these, but this one's adorable. I think color stories do matter, and this one here, the Bouton Couture, is a little bit more up my alley because it's all browns and you do get the 2 little, but there it is. So boring but beautiful and practical. I don't know if it's worth the 80 something dollars. But look at the little embossment of, they look like buttons, right? So cute. All right, so let me go ahead. Oh, they feel, well, that one felt creamy. Oh, these feel nice. Really nice. If you're purchasing this for the embossment, you're gonna regret that because they're gonna be gone so quickly. Okay. So yes, very, very boring. But I feel beautiful and practical, right? Yeah. But the texture of these feel really nice. Okay, so I think what I'll do is this one here, which looks a little bit more warm. This is a Wayne Goss number 8. I'm gonna put that in the front, and then I'll put the darker brown on the outer corner. You're not going to get a super intricate eye look like you would say with Blonde Bunny, Bella Beauty Bar, Wicked Widow, Gourmand, Glaminatrix. It's not. If that's what you're looking for, these eyeshadows are not for you. That I will say. All right, now I'm going to jump into this Reffer 01, and I'm going to do this one, which looks like the darker tone. I did dig my nail in there. And I'm tapping first and then I'll blend, because I am going to use this lightest one here. Although, does it have sheen in it? No. I'll use that to kind of blend out the edges of these, of just the whole eye. But I do feel like this one is darker than that first one. Tiny bit on the lower lash line. Okay, now the lightest, and I'm gonna use this mini Natasha, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. See how this one looks more clean versus this one, and I do think this one has maybe a slight sheen to it. I'm being very just not precise with it, but okay. Now I'm gonna jump in, which looks like a sheeny kind of formula, right? Now the question is, should I wet or put? Let me add just a tiny bit of glitter glue. It's gonna go in the front portion of my lid, like a shimmer where I would put a shimmer. Just a tiny bit, not too much glitter glue. It's just so, for me and my eyelids, when I do glitter glue, yes, it does help with my creasing. Now I know there are some people out there who say it does nothing, but for me and my eyelids, it does help. Okay, so I'm gonna dip my finger. It looks really, really pretty, like a cool tone, taupey, icy shade. I didn't even bring you in closer, did I? Well, you're as close as you were for the powder. That's fine. Okay. There it is. So a very soft, because of the positions I put the shadows, a very soft, smoky eye look. You can definitely make it darker. Okie dokie. Look. I mean, my makeup looks fabulous, doesn't it? This base, wow. I finished the face off with the Dior Nude Bronzer 04 Warm. These came out in a luminous and a matte formulation. The one I have is supposed to be luminous, but honestly, I don't think it matters because I feel like it just looks matte. Not a flat matte, but I definitely don't see any luminosity like I do with the brand new powder that I tried for today. I feel like Dior is definitely killing it with the packaging, right? Again, I wish they would have changed something. Maybe the C and the D in the logo, maybe for the matte, for it to be like not shiny. What do they call it? Like when frosted or something. And then the luminous one, the luminescent, to stay like this. But just something so that I know the difference between the radiant one and the matte one. Because right now I have to look in the back or open the pan to see which one I'm grabbing. I do feel like Dior is definitely killing it when it comes to the packaging. So I went into that Dior bronzer, and then I did go into the Camellia Futura blush. This is such a beautiful blush. So pretty. It does have that Chanel scent. And then I did go into the Dior highlighter in Pink Halo. It's such a beautiful highlighter, I think. Fabulous. I feel like Dior has been killing it. The blushes, the contour and bronzer, like they have been killing it. Okay, the Blushing Pink lip collection. They came out with 4 new lipstick tones and 4 new lip liner tones. I only purchased 2 of the lipsticks and 1 of the lip liners. Mocha is the lip liner I purchased. They do have some lip bundles, so like they paired a lip liner together with one of the new lipsticks. Honestly, I shouldn't have even bought this lip liner. So the lipsticks retail for $22 and the lip liners retail for $19. I do own 2 cinnamon and gosh, what is the other one? I currently own 2 of the nude Perfectionist lip pencil, and I do really enjoy them. The pigment is beautiful. The formula is really nice. They're not super long lasting, say like Charlotte Tilbury or the new Robbie Beauty, but they last long enough. I also purchased the Melt. What? This has a, I'm pretty sure that says 12th month shelf life, and they were made in the Czech Republic. Let me swatch the tone. Oh, that looks beautiful. Actually, I want to swatch the lipsticks first. Okay, I am back. Apologies. Okay, I need to hurry up because obviously my kids, that's it, that's the statement, that's the sentence, my kids. All right, so I purchased 2 lipsticks, Grunge Nude, which reminds me a tiny bit of like a mauve version of Stone from MAC Cosmetics. I do have Laced. Maybe it's more of a mauve version of this one, which this is very similar to Stone from MAC. And I'm only mentioning MAC because I feel like that's a very well-known lipstick. If not by everyone, by most. Let's swatch Grunge Nude on its own. And it's just the typical black with a magnetic top. There it is. And it has like that almost vanilla cupcake scent. Okay, there it is. Oh, it looks so pretty. Okay, so let me swatch it on my lips so you could see it in all its glory. Solo. Oh yeah. It's reminded me of Laced, but the mauve version of it. Those are the lipsticks I've been into lately. Oh, that's so pretty. Definitely a mauve undertone because I feel like it's giving me kind of like a mauve purple undertone in there. I'm pretty tanned right now, so I'm seeing it more. Okay, so Grunge Nude. Isn't it perfect? So pretty. I love this. I knew I was going to love it. Okay, and this next one, it's definitely not a typical lip color I would go for. It's very out there. It's similar to the metallic ones that Unearthly came out with. I just feel maybe it has less glitter, but Ghosted metallic lipstick. Metallic lips are coming back. In a junior high, 7th and 8th grade, the captain cheerleader, I was a cheerleader in 7th and 8th grade. She used to wear this metallic, glittery, silvery lipstick on her lips, and the base was a little translucent, so she didn't look like Tin Man. And I remember thinking, that looks so good on her, I wish I could pull it off. And I tried, and I could not. And she was a very, like, she had an olive undertone, and she had so many freckles. Like, it was, yeah, I could never pull it off. So we'll see how it goes today. Look at this bullet. Oh my goodness, I did get a close-up of it, so it's so pretty. I just want to stare at it. And it does have that. Oh, it feels very smooth. Okay. It's a little scary, but we'll see. Maybe I could pull it off. Maybe. I think if I do, it won't be super opaque. All right. It's definitely metallic. Gosh, I was just so intrigued by this, you know? Oh yeah, it is so reminding me of the metallic lipsticks they used to sell when I was like in junior high. Okay, Ghosted. Here it is in all its glory. It doesn't look too bad, but it definitely does not look as good as it did on Yadira. Let me figure out a lip combo. I'm going to compare Lace to that grunge one. What is it called? Grunge Nude. So this is Laced and this is Grunge Nude. Yeah. I have an Earthly here in Cherub, which is that Menacing Metals lipstick. Okay, and it's right here. So more warm, but I feel like this one has a little bit more glitter specks, and this is like a true metallic. Let me figure out a lip combo, come back, and then I'll pull out my Dior powders and then finish off this video. Okay, so I just added the Mocha lip liner, and I totally forgot to just show you a lip swatch of just the lip liner. So I can tell that this is maybe a tiny bit creamier than the original formula that I have. So I wonder if the formula changed just a tiny bit. I do have the lipstick Ghosted on, and I think this lip combo is so pretty. I kind of sort of really like this. Okay, so the two powders. This is the Cushion powder, and I have it in light. I cannot remember what video I featured this in within the last 6 to 8 months. And it has the little mesh, and then that's like, yeah. This is supposed to be light, but it darkens up my foundation so much. It's almost like it makes my foundation oxidize when I apply this powder. So I can't use it under my eyes because it just darkens my under eyes, and then it doesn't hold my oil. So I'm interested to see if these two new formulas from Dior is going to hold my oils in place. But as far as finish, I feel my base is looking as good as it has ever. It's just perfect. It looks perfect. And I feel now you can see a tiny bit of that luminosity from the Dior powder, but I just feel like my base is looking fabulous. Okay, and this one, which is the Perfecting Translucent Powder Natural Radiant Blur Effect All Day Matte Finish 2N Neutral. I would not say that this keeps me looking matte and flawless all day. The number one complaint with this is the hard pan that you get pretty quickly. Although I haven't used this in quite some time, and unfortunately you can no longer get this. This one is more of a finishing powder on me, and I don't feel that it keeps my oils intact. So I do have to set first and then go in with this as a finishing powder, and I do feel like it also can add a tiny bit of coverage. Yeah, I actually don't use this too often. Okay, but that's it. That's it for today's video. That's it for everything new that I tried out, and I think it was a total hit for the entire video. Yeah, let me know if any of these launches you were interested in. 100% the powders is what I was the most excited for. I think they're pretty fabulous. I mean, proof is in the pudding. Now we just gotta see longevity wise how it goes. And then the Chanel Quad, I honestly feel like out of all of the ones that I own, this might be the one that I actually end up touching and using the most. This eye look is so pretty. It's definitely going to be one of those palettes that I reach for when I'm being lazy and I don't want to think of an eye look to create, and I could just pull this out and I'm gonna get a beautiful, very classy kind of eye look, and I can make it more smoky if I want to. Okay, now for Melt Cosmetics. It's a favorite brand for my channel. I know a lot of people who used to really enjoy, support, and feature Melt Cosmetics on their channel. You barely see the brand on their channel. I'm still a fan. I'm still fangirling over here. It hasn't failed me yet. I haven't been, of course, 100% happy with everything they have launched, but what I do own from the brand I absolutely love and adore, including the lip liners. I don't understand why more people aren't talking about their lip liners, because honestly they are really good. These two new lipstick tones are so pretty. I knew I was going to enjoy grunge nude. I knew it was going to be like laced, but maybe a little bit more on the mauve tone side versus the cool tone nude side. Love this, and this metallic lipstick is really pretty. I cannot pull it off on its own, I don't think. Love it. I think it's beautiful. Definitely different to what I normally, and especially lately, have been gravitating towards too. I kind of just, it looked intriguing, it looked different, and I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you, all the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly all does help out my channel so much, especially the interactions. It just pushes my video out there, and it pretty much puts it in new eyeballs to hopefully watch and subscribe. Okay, I love you all. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye.